Hey, Money Pit here with my Season 12 PTR experience. Talk a little bit about what character I built and what build I was running with. So, Paladin, basically come out Season 11, being incredible shadow drop. Super excited to have this kind of addition to the Blizzard family and get us back to harken back to our history of D2 and really brought forth a great character. And it's Blizzard's done before, kind of create an OP environment. So really wanted to see what we could do with Season 12 PTR and where we're headed with the next season and what kind of character we can build. Following Woody's suggestion in Season 11 that kind of didn't work out with Shield Retribution and Thorns stacking, I kind of went and took that to the nth degree and really pushed as far as I could to see where it would end up. Again, the nature of things in Season 11 with the blade items and the different bloodied sigils and so forth, adding the difficulty and raising the level, I think is a great start, getting us towards that gap and getting from blasting, one-shotting everything in T4 to the contrast of that with tower and pit pushes. So I think that's a great step in the right direction as far as that goes. I'll dive a little bit into the build. First, I'm going to start off with my Thorn stack build. Walk around. It's not an Oridin, but it definitely does something that's pretty potent as far as what it offers in terms of, let's say, resilience, and in terms of it's not an Oridin, so it's not going to just walk around and one-shot everything. So kind of walk through that really quick here. We'll get out there and blast around a little bit and see what we got. So you can see it does a pretty good job. It's not the speediest of builds, but it definitely does what we typically would expect out of a character like this, which is really pretty much just run around and take care of the pretty much anything going right now. In fact, I'll just stand here for a second. And you can see just standing there, it takes care of business pretty easily. So kind of Oridin-like, right? Here we go. It does take damage. I'm wearing Temerity, so it does a little bit affect the ability of taking down monsters. But as you can see, I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here. There we go. Elite gone. I am taking some damage. I'm gonna have to pop a potion here. I think we'll get rid of this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop potion. So it's not quite, as you can see, it's not quite ordered, but easily run around, take care of business in pretty much anything in P4. So I'll go back to town, walk through a little bit about what this character is. As far as gear runs, well, first we'll go through the what I'm running skill wise. So primary is Clash and Blessed Shield, your main two attacks, and then running Finesses more Aegis, Defiance Aura, and Fortress. So that's kind of the core skills. Again, the idea here is I only think I have only Starless on. Yeah, only Starless on this on the Thorn stacking version of it. So again, unique, running Disobedience, stacking Thorns across the board here. I think if we see what I'm stacking up to right now. Yeah, almost 6,000 Thorns. So again, super squishy, high pit. It's not going to push any pits. And you just saw there in Helltide. It can run pretty decently through the open world. I'll run a boss too to show you what it does like. It can take care of that too, but again, it's a unique kind of off-meta. Razor Plate does a great job. Runes, Circe, and Iwat. Basically, Circe to get your minions up and blast. Then Ahuwat for Decrepify and allow you to execute enemies. And then since it's a since we're running primarily the Juggernaut skills, we're looking for Juggernaut aspects, 5 to plus shield, attack speed, and so forth. Running chastisement here for Juggernaut skills. I've tested through a bunch of pants, including legendary pants with, again, Thorn stacking. It's way too squishy. I mean, like 50,000 toughness in T4 doesn't get you very far. Again, I was running, I think I had up to 7,000 Thorns at that point. But Temerity does a great job keeping you alive at this level. And then unique boots. I don't think I need faith per second here. Again, I guess I give you my comments a little bit on the blade items. I can't keep a kill streak up. No matter where you are, I think I've only gotten to the massacre level, maybe out of, how many hours do I have in this character? So I'm sitting here about 20 hours in this character. And I may have only have 3 or 4 entire times I got to massacre. It just, there's Helltide, you quickly realize how few monsters are in Helltide. You do not get enough monsters in Helltide to keep a streak going. So, and then of course the pits, we all know about you go through the portal and then it expires immediately. So, and I know I saw someone on Reddit said, had a post where they got to the fresh meat level, which is 9,000 streak. That must have been an hour and a half, 2 hours of constant running around trying to find a monster to kill. So, extremely mid on this. I think a lot of the other content creators have said a lot about the nature of the blade items. And again, I'll agree with the fact that typically Blizzard, as they said in their PTR note, is that this is foundational, meaning that we know we're going to get some crazy stuff out of this coming into Season 12, which will be interesting to see what it is. I know there's been a lot of leaks about the seasonal journey and things with the Butcher and so forth. But as far as what we got to test here, yeah, this stuff didn't help me that much at all. Rarely noticed it affecting the character or any of my kill streaks. I initially, when I first got in here, like, okay, I want every blade item. I want Ancestral, and I want it all to be jacked. And I didn't realize that it wasn't really doing much for me. So walking through it a little bit more, went through the temerities, then pants, or boots, movement speed. You can see I'm pretty slow. This is not going to be a blasting. You could throw Falling Star in there and probably be pretty quick with this. Okay, so jumping on Grizzle's Opus, again, OP, pretty much almost a requirement. I ran a bunch of other things trying to test out to see if I could get something else that would do a better job. Those ranks to break the line in heavyweight are key and just create an incredible opportunity. Going on to the shield, running Verdant Restoration here to get the Thorns to proc health, and I think that does a pretty decent job. Again, stacking Thorns here too. Starless, standard core skills, check the Blessed Shield ranks, and then the ring for Juggernaut damage, crit strike, your typical things, crit strike, attack speed, strength, and so forth. Not stacking too much strength here. It's only a little bit under 2k. And then here we go again. Typical. I come from Sork, so I know how hard it is to try to blast and farm passive amulets. So kind of used to that. Ended up with a couple halfway decent ones in here, which did the job pretty decently. Resolve stacks is good for Juggernaut Oath. Again, of course, I'm running Juggernaut Oath here. I'll walk through. Okay, so we went through that. Let's go through the skill tree really quick here. So, and again, I have the higher version of this is using Red Dawn and still using Shield Retribution. And I think that does a pretty good job. I'll walk through that in a second, too. I'm going to go kill a boss with this one. Then we'll come back and switch over to the Red Dawn version, which I can take it higher. It's not going to be a 110. It's it'll probably be a 100 in that level, but it is a good build. So Clash, running Clash all the way up to Punishment. Again, Retribution chance, Thorn stacking. Running Blessed Shield all the way out to the Blessed Shield becomes a Juggernaut skill, and of course jacks Thorns damage. Your finesse is more for attack speed and so forth. Defiance Aura to Rider Thorns, again, Thorn stacking. Aegis, Aegis here to provide Unstoppable and so forth. And then, again, stacking Thorns, right? So I won't go through all the passives, typical passives for Paladins. Nothing in the Justice skills. And then Fortress. And probably on the pure Thorns build that I'm running right now, the Thorn stack max, probably wouldn't run this. That's why I was saying maybe I would put in Arbiter. And it'd probably be quicker, and then you could proc some judgments across the board. But I'm not really testing all that. I just really wanted to do the Shield of Retribution and kind of modify it and see what I would get to. So, of course, in the Coat of Arms. So there's that. The Paragon board, again, kind of different. We're on physical damage, so Challenger. Here we're on the, and again, not running Castle. We know all Castle's getting nerfed, so I took it off. Beacon for additional damage. Turf here for damage to close enemies. Again, testing off meta stuff. I'm not trying to push Pit 110 and so forth. Preacher for attack speed. Diminish here. Again, testing some alternate things. Again, I think, what was it? Paragon 226. Your character's really till you're 250. That's your significant jump. So, and I didn't have enough time to blast this character at 250. If I did, I think that you'd probably change a lot of this around, or at least be able to stack a lot more things in terms of stacking normal nodes to get something to work. So diminish, damage reduction. Again, like I said, super squishy with the Thorns, so let's get some damage reduction in here. On the Shield Bearer, and again, I'm not blocking and doing very good job that, it's only 75%. And here, Outmatch, again for Thorns and so forth. This is, again, non-stacking glyph, so that was good because it could add other additional things. And then lastly, Relentless Board with Revenge. Again, Thorns damage and so forth. So again, you can kind of see the theory of this build. So actually, while we're doing, let's go ahead and run. Let's run one of the new Bloodied Sigils. Anxious for Wednesday. I know I'm recording this on Tuesday, but tomorrow we get our for all our Diablo fans, it's going to be incredible. So you can see, just walking through here, pretty much take care of business without any super struggle. But it's not going to be an entire cakewalk here, especially with the butcher showing up. And we're going to have to go to phase 2, probably. There we go. So not too bad. That's, oh, here we... Tell you what, that guy, when you're in the, when you're in hordes, if you can't take him down, you get 5 of them on you, it's kind of a mess. So there we go. I mean, you saw it take down Beastie Ice pretty, not one-shotting. But again, that's a tier 5 lair boss plus the butcher, so it does a pretty good job there. So that's I think I walked through everything with the Thorn stacking version of it. I didn't walk through Mercenary, running Rahir for additional armor, and so and then of course reinforcements Variana for attack speed. Let's see, I think that takes care of everything on that front for the what is our Thorns Max build. So I'm going to go ahead and save the Max build there. And then we're going to go to Red Dawn. Let me get rid of this stuff first here. I guess we don't need to really mess with stuff. So, oh, I'm missing my armor. I think, did I? So I think I redid my shroud. Oh, okay. So this one you can run Mantle the Gray or run Shroud. I think I had Mantle the Gray on there. Let me see what I had in there. Yeah, it was Mantle. So let's put Mantle on. In this case, walk through a little bit about what this version of it is. Again, skills did not change from when I was running with Thorn stacking. Shaco for damage reduction, because you want to push a little higher, you need the damage reduction. You're super squishy. I can go ahead and throw on a air. If you throw on an air, check out the toughness. So I'm 220, 227. Yeah, it's less than half. So it makes it really is untenable on this version what I have to be able to effectively use a air perdition. It would be nice. I'm sure they can be done. So walking back through the gear on the gear front here, Shaco, same runes, Circe, Mantle of the Gray. Again, as we all know, the Paladin passives are massive. Anytime you get those, it trumps any of the other either benefits and so forth from aspects or other uniques with some of the higher level stat or parameter stacking. So again, Mantle of the Gray. Still, this one run Tibos. Again, get the crit strike chance. I didn't walk through that before, but get a pretty decent attack speed and crit strike chance out of this. I think I was 100. I think I was like 70 on the other one. Same gloves for Blessed Shield stacking. Tibos, these same boots from the previous one. Griswold's same one from before. Red Dawn. So Red Dawn here does a good job because your Juggernaut skills increase damage, and then it stacks a charge that you release when you hit your fortress. So I'll show you in a minute, but it's pretty powerful, especially when you kind of get in the pit and get a bunch of groups together and you pop fortress. You really do a lot of damage. Same core, same Ring of Starless, same ring here, and the same amulet here. So pretty much very similar build. I don't think none of the skills changed. Again, I've got a few levels since I've done that in the PTR. So here we'll go and we'll do the same thing we just did. We'll just go run a quick bloodied sigil for boss. And who are we getting this time? Oh, we're going to get Grigor. Okay, cool. Potion is iron barbs for thorns and armor. And then I'm running the or strength, ancient times. So this pretty much takes care of business across the board. You don't have to do much here. That's a blood explosion from one of the blade uniques. I don't think that does much damage at all. So we'll see here. We're going to get the butcher tier in a second. I'm sure there he is. Okay. Not bad, right? Much faster than the pure thorn stacking, but again, run through blast anything. I think if I looked at my pit, what did I push in here? The highest I got? I didn't make it to 110. I was probably like 105, 106 on this one. Again, not spending a ton of hours to figure stuff out. But again, takes care of business there. You saw how the fortress pops and you stack all your charges up and does a great job at taking things down. This is way more tanky than that Thorns build. But again, I think overall, I've been fairly impressed with Blizzard as far as where we went from Season 10 with Chaos Armor being a really great chase in terms of filling out gear and getting a build built. Season 11, what can we say, Paladin, right? I think it was incredible to see all the content creators who knew about it because they tested it, and then they kept it a secret, which obviously great testament to them and to Blizzard to kind of keep things rolling. Of course, it was incredible to get this the first night and start blasting it. I'm typical, like I said before, I'm typically Sork. I'll do a season 11, kind of wrap up on my 2 characters later. I really just wanted to run this because this is my last chance at running through here and showing what I think my season 12 experience will be. I mean, I think the butchers, the slaughterhouse, and all the stuff we're hearing about, we'll find out obviously tomorrow what all that entails. It's going to be a short season. Of course, then we have Lord of Hatred coming, and again, I'm a D2 player from way back in the day. So X6. I mean, what is that? What are we getting? I think a lot of people are excited in that front too. So excited about a lot of things coming from Blizzard, and we'll see where we go with season. I hope to see you all out there in Sanctuary, and appreciate Money Pit out.